being without my a computer for a week so far, it's been very it's been all right. I mean I can get by. I mean I have my friends here. I don't feel alone. I don't feel like I need to supplement my communication with other people. Everyone I want to communicate is right here. We had a free morning, so we headed into town and walked through the San Lucas Market District. It was full of all sorts of colors, sights, sounds, and smells. This is unlike December in Chicago. The sun was bright and warm.
Like, everything was right next to each other. Like, you couldn't go one place without seeing something else. Like, we saw tomatoes, and the next thing you know, we saw some CDs right next to it.
Like, it's actually kind of nice. Our hotel rooms don't have TVs in them. Because then it's like you get more the...
You have to go out more.
Yeah, you have to go out more and you have to like experience things more.
Because if you had a television in your room, you're like, oh, well, I just took a shower. I'm just going to sit down and watch
Yeah, no
television.
kidding.
But if you don't have the television, you're like, oh, I guess we could explore the town or something.
Yeah, and then you actually get to like experience this.
Here's a mobile entertainment technology you don't see where I live. I couldn't figure out if it was news, advertising, or both.
To the dog.
Oh man.
What's the problem?
I shouldn't have checked this. I'm gonna be mad the whole day. My GPA didn't go up very much.
Marisol and Angret decided to surf at the San Lucas Internet Cafe.
It's not fast, but I mean, I bet it's faster than other places.
I gave up after my first email took 10 minutes to download.
So I can't apply to study abroad. Man. I can't apply to study abroad. 2.5.
2.5? I'm guessing you don't have 2.5?
Yeah.
I'm very upset. And that's why I did not want to check my grades.
Where do you guys want to go? Just anywhere?
Muy mal, muy mal.
Are you going to the hotel? What time is it? I don't know what time
Oh, yeah, I've been...
Time doesn't matter, let's go.
Yeah.
Time doesn't matter over there. Over here in the States, we always have an appointment or have to be there for a certain time. And over there, it's more of a series of events.
Are we going to the store?
As time went by, we became more aware of ourselves.
A little different.
When we are going out, and the people from here are just like on the side of the road, you know, being more considerate of the people's space. And that we were saying that we kind of did that at the club yesterday, too, at the whatever dance club yesterday, how we all just barged in and like right away we went to the center and just took up a whole bunch of space. Like, I don't know, I think as Americans we do that.
Interesting.
A little cultural thing.
Hola. Hola, mi nombre es
Speaking of culture, we did a little shopping. Marta, the shopkeeper, had an amazing assortment of textiles. She showed us just about everything, which, as you can see, is all at her fingertips.
I think they're handmade.
This is what I have when I go to Mexico too. A bottled soda and some chips, some lime chips.
They made it by hand, took them 2 months. I think I went broke in that store. I pretty much bought the whole thing. I bought like 2 shirts, like a couple of bags to bring back home, and I think like a little, it wasn't a scarf, but it was about the size of a scarf. Not really sure what that was, but I bought it anyways.
Okay.
Mike learned that everyone had an opinion on which shirt he should buy. I still think he should have bought the lighter blue one.
I like the dark blue one.
Which one? Dark blue.
Okay, that's all.
Then, Marta surprised everyone when she spontaneously invited us to her house.
Carlos conoce mi casa y Mateo también porque conozco él por
How could we refuse?
1 minute, ¿sí? Solo voy a hacer eso.
Your brother just likes us, so just keep it.
When we arrived at her home, the grandmother shook everyone's hand as we piled into the living room.
Siéntate, no te preocupes. Aquí. Tuesday, entonces si quieren pueden bailar, si quieren esta noche avisa, me buscan acá en la casa.
Sí.
Si
Ya
ustedes
se invitó, ¿no?
quieren.
Ya estás invitados a cada fiesta, cada noche.
Yeah. She just invited us to dance.
Yeah.
Again.
So if we want to go dancing, come knock on her door so she could go with us.
I just think it's really nice how it would just like.
Walking back to the mission, Angret was amazed that Marta would just invite us into her home without really knowing us.
And
Well, most people back home wouldn't do that.
I know, that's something I love.
Back in
After lunch, everyone gathered into the church square and began to hike up the mountain to explore an ancient Mayan altar.
That climb was, to me, the longest climb in my life. It took us like half an hour, but that half an hour felt like it just kept going. And it was so steep that we were all tired. By the time we got to the top, we were all just pretty much gasping for air.
Don Toribio paused at the altar's entrance to show us the Mayan symbol of Imosh.
Spirit owners of the days and the 20 days in the Maya calendar, and Imosh is one of them. And this place is inaugurated for that spirit owner.
At the altar, Don Toribio spoke of his people's rich traditional beliefs.
Imosh for the indigenous people is trees for life.
And these altars in general have this form where there's one human-built part, the minor altar, and then the major altar.
Mayor.
And they make the offering that they have success in the development of their product, but also to give thanks for when they receive food from the earth.
When a Maya priest is directing the ritual, he's constantly thinking about what Imosh means to kind of like evocate the powers of nature.
Porque toda la energía de los tres elementos del sol, el aire y la tierra está allá.
The offering is made here, and there's basically a kind of reciprocity between what we offer here and what flows in and what flows out, which is force of life.
After visiting the altar, we walked a little further and saw the panoramic view of the valley below.
They used to baptize kids there before it was pre-colonial times, and they would take them out to the edge of the mountain where it looks down in this like city, and just like introduce them to their land.
So people come to use it for sacred purposes, but also to come and learn more about their culture.
Don Toribio stood by his family's coffee plants and explained his organic growing methods.
Tiempo para cosechar.
So you're seeing the red part, the red seeds that you see right there, they're ready to be cultivated, but the green ones are yet to.
Aquí el café está protegido, puro natural porque yo no uso químico. Otra vez.
Here the coffee is completely organic because they use no chemicals on the plants in order not to harm the land.
Inside each cherry are 2 raw seeds, the coffee bean. Fruit trees of all kinds shade the coffee trees.
The coffee plants actually need like some shade to grow on, so the avocado and the lime trees actually were like the perfect combination to grow them next to each other.
Fragrant flowers were mixed in. My friends and I just hung out later, and we did the things that people in Guatemala normally do. Spend time with each other.
Like usually when you think of something fun, I guess you would, like here you would think of something like going to the movies or going to the mall with your friends, but you never really think about sitting down and playing like a card game, or like there's other things you could do to distract yourself and have fun with your friends.
God, I loved it there.
Sorry.